everybody.
Hello.
Hello. We are here, our live video now, and obviously you've got us ladies here. Saundra.
Welcome to episode 8.
It is episode 8, isn't it?
We'll go. Yeah.
And we have special guest Jacoby. Thank you for driving out here in the wilderness.
It's a long drive.
It is.
It's a little rainy too.
It is. A bit rainy, yeah. So
Welcome.
we start every episode off with 3 random questions you drew before. So we would like you to read those questions.
Ooh, happy days. All right. Let's see.
Judging by your t-shirt, you'll have absolutely no problem answering all 3.
Right?
Probably.
How do you guys all match with your shades of gray.
I know, it's a great day.
Yeah, we did.
I'm just black.
I wore a black shirt today
What-
for work, and everybody wore black.
What's that song on, which one of these is not like the others?
song?
How do you do the watch party?
Figure it.
Just-
Okay.
Okay, read it out loud.
Oh, he
Yeah.
giggles like a schoolgirl. I love it.
Yeah, I do. So it's where's the best place to hide a dead body?
Nice.
Wow.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, of course.
Hypothetically, yeah.
We don't think you have a corpse in your trunk, unless you do.
We'll get pulled over.
Amen.
Best place to hide a dead body? Probably a rock quarry or a pig farm. I got 2 cousins that have
A pig farm.
Oh, so really it is like Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, pigs eat it all. Teeth, nails, whole 9 yards.
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing
They're
Fascinating.
pigs. I mean,
It's disgusting at the
They're
same
awful.
time.
that would be my suggestion.
Never thought
So,
about
if
this.
any of his enemies come up missing, check the pigs. Check your
all the
DNA.
pig farms.
My cousins do not own a pig farm.
Welcome, you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Alakapar and William.
So, what are we moving on to the next question?
Oh, this is just ratting. This is
We're
ratting
just
around.
easing.
All right.
Yep,
I should just throw you to the wall.
This is how we start.
This is how we start.
What was your worst date you ever went on? Ooh.
Or you have to tell us the date.
Well, there's been a couple. I mean, like, worst?
Yeah. Was there one that you were like cringing to get the hell out of?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally.
You don't have to give names.
Of course.
But that was the best part.
You're on it.
What?
You're on it.
Am I?
Mhm.
Well, no, I'm trying to figure out how
I don't
to
think
make
you
it
can
go
do it
in
from
mine.
the. Yes, sorry. We're.
Sorry, you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
go ahead. I'm trying to figure out technology stuff, so you guys go right ahead.
Technology.
Oh, my Lord. Okay, so,
So
your
it
worst
wasn't
date.
a robot that you had a bad date with. It was a life human.
No, it was a real live person. So
You can't program that.
I lived in Houston for 5.5 years, and I was down there for about a year and a half, and got my bearings. And I was working the clubs, and had a real good job down there. I'm also a welding engineer, so I got on my feet, and had a good place and a truck and a bike. Was coming up in the world. I was like, all right, I'll try dating. And these guys
No,
down
just
there.
try it. Well, it's like trying the new
Well, it's like
ice cream.
I don't know.
I'm gonna join the gym. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
like,
date.
I've been single for like 5 years. I don't really date. I'm not real good at relationships. I'm not. I have too much shit on my plate going on, and I always, if anybody gets in a relationship with me or my last marriage, it's like you never have time for me. So it's like it really sucks to even try.
Mhm.
I got so many sticks in the fire. It's crazy. So anyway, down there, things kind of calmed down, and my friends, they were from Croatia. His name was Nemanja, and his father was named Bobolan, and his brother was named Bobby, but it was also Bobolasti. But it's
That's
great,
that's a
great,
mouthful.
great.
Yes.
Anyway, they're like, "Oh, try this app," and it was called OK Cupid. Yeah,
Okay.
you guys are already laughing. I'm like, all right, you know.
I've only heard the horror stories. I've
You never tried it?
never
Oh,
tried
okay.
it. No.
I deleted that sucker so quick. So I made this, fuck all profile. Oops. Can we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's uncensored.
Okay,
Yep,
sorry, I'm
you
used to radio. I'm like,
You're fine.
Right on. Okay, so I can.
We don't have the 6 or 7 second delay. Sorry.
I'm using all 30 seconds. But anyway.
It's 45, but it's so good.
I downloaded this app and made the fuck all profile, put pictures up, tell us about you. I got a dog and a bike and tattoos. Tell comedy, blah, blah, blah. Just kind of slapped it together.
Mhm.
Like, brrr, starts going nuts. And I'm like, ooh, all right, I got something cute,
Maybe. I don't know.
So, like, I filtered through all these messages, and I'm on there for a couple weeks. And this one chick is on there, and I start talking with her, and she seems real cool. And one thing led to another. We exchanged numbers, and we talked on the phone, and we video chatted. And, it got to the point where, all right, let's meet. So like I really didn't pay, like I don't date, and I didn't know about the selfie face, and I didn't know about like profiles. That I learned this. That,
The
you know.
selfie face?
Okay, so
Just angle.
this
Oh,
angle,
yes. Oh, yes. Up.
everybody
okay.
looks really good on that angle.
Yeah, you do this angle, and it's like,
I know myself now. I sit at home like, damn, I look good.
yeah.
I look great here. God, that's ugly. You know what I mean? Like, I really didn't know all about that. So like all her pictures were like that, and yeah. So I'm sitting. We go to meet up at a bar, and I'm sitting at the bar waiting, and like I see people coming in. And I see a couple girls come in. And I watch this one blonde come in, and I'm like, she's really big. You know, like I'm not trying to down people for being overweight or whatever, but that's not what your profile said. That's not what your picture said. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So like she comes in, she goes and sits over at the bar, and I'm looking at her, and she's looking at me, and I'm like, motherfuckers.
Damn it.
Well, once you lock eyes,
You're done.
you're kind of, the conversation has to start now. So you know what I mean? She waves at me, and I'm like,
And you're like,
so I did a nice thing. I went over and I sat down with her and I talked with her, and we had a couple of drinks, and like she was like, oh, I got my friends, blah blah blah, having a pool party. You want to go?
Oh, God.
Sure.
yeah, there's no water left.
Sure. Why not?
Terrible.
Let's go.
Who brings a random to their friend's house? Like, I just met this dude.
And hey, come on down.
Well, this is where it gets interesting. Right?
Okay, can't
So-
wait.
Interesting.
So I showed up at this pool party.
Oh, that's
Right.
That's never good.
No, wait, when are you gonna
come out?
Now this is Houston, Texas. When you say pool party,
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
down there has a fireplace that they never use, and
Yeah.
a pool that they always are in all the time.
Always,
I don't know why
yeah.
everybody in Texas has a fireplace. You'll never use it ever. So I show up at this pool party, all right, and I'm the only shrimp in the whole freaking pond. Like, they're all her size and bigger. Right? And I'm like, I'm trying to be super nice, right? She's
Right.
like, oh, and she's hanging on me, and she's trying to kiss on me, and I'm like, oh, touch me. Like, I'm that stupid Facebook shit says, hey, your friends are nearby. Uh-oh.
Oh, you keep talking.
Just keep talking.
Has been paused.
Uh-oh, somebody hit the pause button.
Okay.
Sorry, one moment.
One on
Almost
myself.
close to her. Yeah.
Is it because I joined?
No.
You broke it.
Okay.
Okay, you guys just keep talking. Go
Yeah.
with the story. Wait.
Yeah, so you did, okay. And
Yeah, as soon as it goes back on. She's like,
they interrupted this. No. Damn it! Nita.
You heard that.
Thank you, Mom. Tell him.
Okay, we are going to end this, and we are going to
Okay.
try it again.
Let's try again. Sorry.
that reminds me of growing up.
Back live.
I love it. No,
All right, so we
It works.
just had.
it
What works?
Very well.
Oh,
She asked me about my. She was like,
Oh,
"How
okay.
long have you been hungry?" I was like, long time. long time.
now that we've kicked everybody off the internet except us, shall we
Oh,
talk
yeah, we're
about
back to. Yes, there we go.
your finished story?
restart.
People will click back in.
Yeah.
No.
I'll click. Yeah, so you're at the pool party.
Yes,
She's
sir.
all over you, trying to
Yeah.
drown you.
They're drinking heavily.
Uh-huh.
I am not, because I'm trying to keep my bearings about myself, because that's how stories are made. So you know how Facebook has that stupid ass thing where it says, "Hey, your friends are nearby."
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, my friends are nearby.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
a couple of streets down, or a couple of houses down, at another party.
Mhm.
And they hit me up, video chat me, "Hey, where you at?" And I'm like,
In a pool.
you know what I mean? I'm here, and they're like, "Man, it says you're like right around the corner."
It's like, don't come. Don't come.
They're like, "Come over to this party." I'm like, "All right, cool." So I went over and I tried to play it nice. I said, "Hey, my friends are over here, a couple doors down. I'm gonna go say hi. I'll be back." Like how your dad says, "I'm going for milk," and never comes back. That's what I was trying to do. So I snuck off over to the other party. I'm sitting there like, wow. I walk in, my boys are blazing. They're drinking. Hey, I'm like, hey, I was over at this party. I met that chick on the fuck off app you guys told me. They're like, how is it? I'm like, man, it's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's all right, man. They're like, there's a bunch of chicks down there. I'm like, yeah, there's a bunch of them down there. Not thinking that they're like, let's go down there.
Oh my God.
So let's go. And I'm like, all right, guys, I got to tell you something. That's not what you think. Really, it's not going to be cool. You know what I mean? And they're like, what? I'm like, well, they're a little drunk and they're a little big. And they're like, oh, yeah, sorry, man. I like big girls. I'm like, okay, all right, you guys want to go? Let's go. Right?
Oh God.
So by the time I got back there, they were all so drunk they were naked.
Oh my God.
We come walking in and they're like, ah! So that was my first date. I walked into it was like 13 or 14 very obese women from the ages of 25 to 40 around in there. There was one chick and her mom that were both running around.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Yeah, super
terrible.
fun time. Super fun time.
That's how they do it down south.
Well, we have.
After we cut out,
Yeah.
and
Hey,
you know how guys haze each other.
What? Wait, guys haze each other?
What?
All kinds. So we'd be out and about, and like this great big old woman walk by, and they're like, "Hey, man, it's right up your alley. You want them big?" And so I'm like, "Shut the fuck up."
Okay.
So I learned. That's where I learned. Don't trust profile pictures. Also,
Right?
Or any of them.
I was going to say, I think that goes for
Any apps.
app.
Do you have any experience with the apps?
Well,
No.
what we do have one more question. You have.
Oh, drum roll.
Now that we've covered pigs and pool parties.
Yes. And,
Yeah, it's
the whole gamut.
We just need to mix the pigs and the pool party together and call it a day.
that. It was pigs in the pool. You know what I mean? There we go. Look, I tied two.
Pigs are-
That segue goes right together. You're welcome.
Oh my gosh.
Pigs in the pool. What is the most disgusting thing you've ever had to do? Wow.
When?
You have to win. You know what I mean? What day is it? It's Monday, right?
That's a good hit.
Most disgusting thing I've ever had to do. I've done some weird shit. Don't get me wrong. I'll try everything else. But like the most disgusting thing I've ever had to do, it was bad. So I'm a veteran. I was in the Army for 6.5
Thank you for your
years.
service.
Yep.
Thank you. I had to go through Ranger training down in Fort Benning, Georgia. I was the first and 54th Airborne Ranger. 2 tours in Iraq. So during I'm gonna turn this a little bit this way. There, is that better?
Yeah, that's
I feel
fine.
I'm
Oh,
just,
now they can
sitting
raise
side
your
by side.
t-shirt.
Yeah, as long as you're
Yeah, okay.
in
I'm
the
still
camera.
here. I'm still here. Yeah, boobies. All right. So during Ranger training, you have to go through 3 weeks of RIP, right? And it's intensive physical training, and it's 18 hours a day, 7 days a week for 21 days of PT, right? And it's just nothing but working out and going. I don't know if you guys are familiar with service, way here in service.
No, but I have family, so
Yeah, so it's just nothing but that. So you have to do that 3 weeks to get in, and they make you drink a shit ton of water. So I shed like 20 pounds in the very beginning. Just you show up as a rail, right? So then you have to go through another 12 weeks of Ranger training, and at the very end of it, you have your FTX, and they send you out in the field with a Bowie knife and the location of where you should be and beads to count.
Heard of that.
Yes,
I've
that's
heard of
that's
that.
your end of your training.
Okay, that's
So you have 3 days to get somewhere else across this terrain, and you can't be found, you can't be seen. There's dudes out there looking for you, and you have to hit certain checkpoints and do certain things. It's a really tough test. I laid there and peed my pants, went to the bathroom, like hiding in cover so that they wouldn't find me. Anyway,
that's
2
intense.
days out there, I'm fucking hungry, right?
Sure.
I'm really fucking
Yeah.
hungry. And yeah, I don't know. You'll do some weird shit when you're hungry. So here I am out in the fucking woods of Fort Benning, Georgia, in the middle of Sand Hill, and this fucking rattlesnake comes by. Yeah. So I did the thing that every man do. I whooped it with a stick.
Nice.
Because I was like, if they find me, I'll be like, snake! You know what I mean?
just throw it out.
I get a fucking reset button, you know what I mean? Snake. That's what I was thinking. So I whacked it on the head that died.
So
But it
smart.
did this thing.
So look at that.
Snakes do when you whack them, they curl up. He finally quit doing
Oh
that
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And I had patrols that were coming by, so I'm laying there, right? This fucking snake is, finally quitting doing that shit. And then they roll on by, and I'm like, I'm fucking hungry. So I remember watching these videos where you could like peel them, and I ate that motherfucker.
Did it taste like chicken?
It tastes like chewy bubble gum. Like the texture was like old bubble gum with no flavor.
And that was uncooked though.
Oh yeah, I didn't cook. I couldn't cook.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, there's no salmonella or anything like that.
I
It's
ate
like
it.
freshly killed.
You said it was a rattlesnake, though.
The
I
rattlesnake.
cut it way back behind the head.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I didn't suck the fangs.
Well, I know that, but
Let me
I don't know where
It's like
all the poison comes from.
Like,
I don't-
fuck this, I'm going out. No, I ate a fucking raw snake.
Oh, that is gross.
I did.
At least you know you can survive in a desert.
Well, the other side of that story is when you eat a raw snake, shit gets fucked up inside.
Really?
Yeah, I was throwing up, puking. I shit through a screen door that day. It was just straight fucking water.
By venom.
Yeah, like the venom. Yeah, it passed right through me. Yeah. So this is why we cook our food.
Oh my God, that's great.
I ate snake.
Respect. I'm sure the now reporters down the road, when you get interviewed, this will come up somehow and will be one of the most badass stories out there.
Right.
Eat a snake, yes.
It kind of tastes like McDonald's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So I don't know that I want that in my head now that
I can see the mental image of you like,
Yeah. So we went
Yeah.
from pigs to pools to snakes. Look at this.
right, it's all over the
It's
board.
all about stuff today.
yes, it is.
So how'd you get into comedy? Because you're a local comedian.
Well,
So-
touring, but yeah, I live here.
Right.
I took a 4-year hiatus, and I've been back for a little over a year. So that's where it's at. I got started in comedy. I always wanted to be a comedian. My mom, she would sit around, and way back, this is going to show you how fucking old I am. She would sit around and we'd rent the beta tapes from the local video store down the way, and it was George Carlin
Nice.
and Bill Cosby. I mean, she was a big,
Beta, I haven't
big
heard that
Carlin
name in a
Cosby fan. And she'd rent all these stand-ups. Richard Pryor, when he
Oh,
did
of course.
I saw those when I was a little kid. So I was like, man, these guys are super cool. I always want to be on it. So like for my, I think it was like my 5th or 6th birthday, it's so fucking old I am. She bought me the Bill Cosby himself. Remember when he did his Bill Cosby himself? Way before the whole roofie shit, back when before even the Cosbys. And Bill was cool, and he had the stand-up on HBO and Showtime that was Bill Cosby himself.
Mm-hmm.
She got that for me on a record to where I had
Wow.
to listen to it in my room.
Yeah.
Halfway through the set, I had to flip
Flip it
it
over, yes.
to listen to it. I listened to
Vinyl.
it so many times that I memorized it word for word. And I
Really?
would stand in my room in front of a mirror holding like a brush or something that I was a mic, and I would do his set. And my mom come in one time and she saw me doing it,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and she's like blown away because I had his mannerisms down and
Mhm.
because I'd watched him so many times and listened to it so many times, it was in my head. So for Thanksgiving, she told me she would let me open an early Christmas present if I stood on the table and did his set in front of the whole family, and she let me cuss and everything. I was like 6 years old.
Nice.
Nice.
You were acting.
They had the old camcorder out that had like
Oh
the
my
cord and the
Yeah.
cable, and like there was a generator or something. And it's like he's like, no, whining the fuck. Yeah, there's footage out there somewhere, like 8mm film of me doing it. I've
That's
seen it
great.
before over the years. I have no idea where it's at right now. But yeah, it started there, and then when I was doing open mics when I was 15, all the way up until I was 18. And then when I got in the service, everybody knew I had a mouth. You guys, I don't really don't shut the fuck up. It's part of it. You just hit me with something and tell me to be quiet.
No,
So,
this
like,
is perfect.
Yeah.
Keep
no,
rolling.
Please. We love
We'll
Jibber
chime
Jabber.
in.
Yeah.
So, like in basic training, I was roster number 303 when I first got there. And within 3 days, I got the nickname Mailman because I always delivered. So that's what they called me, was the mailman, because anybody would pick a fucking subject and I'd have a joke in my head. My uncle always told me jokes. I have a billion of them in my head. You pick a subject right now, I got 5 of them. It's weird, and I can't remember where I put my fucking keys, but I can remember every goddamn joke. I lose my pot all the time, and it goes in the same fucking spot. I have
That's
the
a
same
good
stash.
pot.
It's on the porch where I left it. Motherfucker. So when we would go to like our ranges, we'd have to go like qualify our weapons or go out and learn how to use claymores or go out and do hand-to-hand combat. Anyway, what the best part of basic training was they would get you up at old dark fucking 30 in the morning, like 3:30 in the morning, get up, get your bunk made, get all fucking cleaned up, shaved. You had to get out there and be in formation. And then they'd march us like 20 fucking miles down the road in the middle of fucking nowhere with all this gear that we're not gonna fucking use, you know. I'm out there, I'm in my mouth, I'm always cussing, like, why the fuck are we doing this? How the fuck am I gonna learn to survive carrying this bullshit? And you know, they'd come over and make me do push-ups a lot of the time. But anyway, I would always get in trouble. So by the time we got out there, hi everybody. By the time we
Nick's there. Sorry. We love you, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki. Nikki 6? Fuck yeah, let me do that.
We're bringing the death.
Yeah.
So, like, when we get out to the ranges, we would get there like 3 hours before the instructors ever got there because they marched us out there way fucking early, and then we just sit there. And so they'd be like, Private Ryan, get your ass up here. Make me get up in front of him. Tell jokes till somebody gets here. It's 3 fucking hours. You know what I mean? Like, I learned how to make people laugh. So I would stand up there for hours and hours, and I'd have other people come up and do jokes.
Yeah.
So it started there, and then when I finally came home from service, Chris Sloman, the guy that does the Wicked Circus with me, him, Isaac Daniels, you guys know him. It was way back when it wasn't Morty's, it was Funny Bone. It was right when I came. It was like 2004, 2005 when it was Funny Bone. And I just came home from service, and they're like, hey, man, we want to go to a comedy club. I'm like, right the fuck on, let's go.
Right.
So I hop in the car, and they're being weird. They're like, you know, like, you ever be around your friends, and you're like, you flirted up something. You know? Like,
Yes.
you get that eerie feeling
You
like,
just know.
like
Yep.
something's going to sneak in my butt real quick. I know
I
my
feel
friends,
you.
they're dirty people.
They're just happy to see you. Yes.
Yeah. So we get to the comedy club, right? And we walk in, and me and Chris are the only 2 white guys in the whole place. It's an all black show. No big deal, right? So we go walking in, we sit down, and we order drinks. I'm like, hey, man, I got to use the bathroom. So I get up and I go to use the bathroom. You know they have flyers above, well, you're a dude. There's flyers above urinals. You know,
Well, they are in women's restrooms too.
Yeah. I thought they'd be on like the back of the door.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Urinals? Really?
Oh, sorry, China. I mean the holes. Never mind.
I was like, you guys are rugged. You just one-legged up on the urinal.
I tried that.
So I'm sitting there taking a piss in there, and there's a flyer right in my face, and it says, if you're as funny as your friends think you are, try signing up for Jumbo's Comedy Workshop, HB Presents Comedy Competition. And I'm like, huh. And I look at the date, and it's fucking today. And I'm like, you motherfuckers.
So you found out while you were in the bathroom taking a piss.
Yeah. So I come and
That's epic.
I sit down with him, and I look above him, I'm like, this is a comedy contest. And I you know, guys know Ike. He's like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
And I looked over at Chris, and he's like, he just starts laughing. And I'm like, what the fuck did you guys do, right? So we're sitting there, and I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck's going on. Then the announcer comes on. He comes up on stage, and he's like, welcome to the fucking comedy, blah, 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 introducing fucking Jacoby Ray.
No.
So you were first up.
Very first, I was the only white guy in the whole competition. There was,
It's a nice way to ease the crowd.
Take your
oh yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it was a
So
whole
white
black celebration. I think Black Expo was going on, and they just tossed my fucking white ass on stage. I remember going up there, he handed me the mic, he goes, give me 7 minutes. And I'm like, I don't know what 7 minutes is. You know what I mean? At that time, I was like, I have no idea what that is. So I just got up there, and I started making fun of myself. You know what I mean? Like, that's the best thing you can do in a room full of black people. Like, you say something wrong, you get shot like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can say neighbor, and they'll be like, what the fuck did you say? No, neighbor, not the, you know what I mean? But I did it, and I won that night, and then I won 13 other rounds, and then the next thing I know, 3 weeks later, I was on the road with John Fox down in Louisville, Kentucky, and he was like the best man in my wedding. Me and him toured together for like 4 years together before he passed away. Yeah, it sucked losing him. But that's how it started.
Yeah.
That's a huge start.
So,
girl.
yeah, that's
I mean,
fantastic.
basically sink or swim.
Yeah.
Yep.
So your friend signed you up at an all-black mic, and because of your white privilege, you won.
Oh! Those dots were way too easy to connect, but I didn't see
No,
that.
I was waiting. I was trying to figure out, like, this is gonna piss people off. Fuck it, I don't give a shit. I was thinking of there's never a scenario where a bunch of, like, a black guy comes back from service, and him and his black friends are like, let's go sign Jerome up for this white mic. And, you know, as a joke. No, but black people don't do that shit.
Oh my God.
They know better.
That's why white people are lame.
That's, yeah. But congratulations, we are
I
happy.
just totally got roasted.
No, that was good though.
I've never felt so racist in my whole life.
No, you're not. I'm just trying to find an angle. Like,
That's,
you know,
Oh my God.
whatever angle. I mean, like,
It's 90 degrees.
Oh shit, that man.
That ain't
Lovely.
hurt. I was like, wow, I was kind of proud of myself. Now I feel like that big.
I don't have an agenda. I just try to find like whatever.
No, it's perfect.
Oh my
We got-
gosh.
So we've got, we don't have any questions
Wow,
so
we have,
far.
yeah, you guys
But we
remember
got
when
Betty on there. Hello. Never met
Hello.
Betty.
Buddy is actually my Nana. Well, my son's Nana.
Oh,
But
lovely.
yeah, we have a lot of viewers. You guys,
We do. Welcome.
we answer questions real time.
Oh, yes. Please go ahead and start asking your questions.
Yep,
Ask away.
unedited, uncensored. Are you scared about that now?
Now I feel like I'm all privileged. I almost made my truck.
So
You almost killed yourself.
you're a
down here.
survivor.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
We're in the middle of no and where, aren't we? Right?
We're in the middle of nowhere, Indiana, for people that aren't from the U.S. Yeah, it's crazy, but it's quiet and peaceful.
Yeah,
No, I do
that's-
like this road, this big windy road up
See
here.
that?
I'm so gonna get the bike out and bring it right up.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Everybody loves riding up and down this road.
I didn't know this existed out here. This is cool.
Yeah.
How was Iraq?
It's
Out of curiosity.
hot. It's hot, Sandy.
Really cold at night.
It's very cold at night, and they have these.
It's like Burning Man.
I've been to Burning Man, kind of, yeah. Except for,
minus.
it wasn't fun.
Iraq or Burning Man?
No, Iraq.
Okay.
Burning Man was fun, I think, from what I remember.
Maybe. Later footage.
Wake up sore in weird places. The only one thing that was weird about, like, I was in Fallujah in Afghanistan. They had camel spiders. You guys ever been around camel spiders?
No.
I've seen only photos of them.
They bury themselves in the sand, and they're the size of fucking hubcaps on your car. And when they come up, ooh, God, I don't like spiders. Like, I'm the toughest dude in the world. I walk on a cobweb.
I'm with you. I'm a pussy too.
Oh yeah, just get it off. I can't. I can smush them, but if I miss them when they run, I'm burning the fucking house down.
Do you still wax?
Snakes.
I'm thinking that was an innuendo.
Brent Lee would like to know if you wax or will whack his steak.
You still like snakes? Well, you know, $20.
Maybe at Chokers.
$20, right?
I'll see you in the trees. Flight attendant thingy.
Okay.
Favorite,
Flight attendant thing. What's that?
Yeah,
you have a favorite
he's
flight
a
story?
attendant.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of, you've flown on probably a lot of different aircrafts.
Yeah, well, yeah, but are you talking about like just regular flight?
Any, what
Okay.
comes to mind? I'm fascinated by.
I was doing Zanies in Chicago, and I had to fly out of there to fly to Miami.
Mhm.
And I got stuck on the tarmac there at O'Hare. And I took a red-eye flight, so I boarded at like 3:30 in the morning when nobody was fucking there. So we get out on the tarmac, and the plane all of a sudden has a fuck problem, right?
A fucky fuck problem?
Fuck. Something's wrong with the engine. They're like,
Oh yeah, we definitely
we're
don't
like,
want to
we
get on
can't
a
move.
fucky fuck plane.
There's people, they showed up with those little fucking cars and ladders, and they started tinkering with shit.
Yes.
And okay, so I'm a dude, right? At 5 a.m.
Really?
every morning. Yeah, every morning I poop. 5 a.m.
Oh, you're like
Thank you for
clockwork.
It's clockwork. Yeah.
Thanks for
You
sharing.
guys are welcome for that.
Yeah, we're glad your
So,
suggestion works.
I boarded at 3:30. We're on tarmac for like 2.5 hours, right? And they got the seatbelt sign on because you're on tarmac. You can't get up, you can't walk around, you can't go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there and I'm dying. Like this is going. I don't care who says it, this is going down, right? And I'm trying. I wave at the stewardess, and she comes over, and I'm like, she's like, they're almost done. Just can you wait? And I'm like,
No.
as soon as you give me the green light, if anybody's in my way down there, I'm gonna fucking spear them. I'm gonna water boy the fuck who was ever trying to get to that bathroom. Like, it's bad. So we sit there, and it's like another 15, 20 minutes. And I'm one sneeze away from fucking my socks up. You know what I mean? It's there. I'm afraid to even talk loud. If I just go,
It's loose.
It's loose. So I come up, I wave at her again, And she comes over and she's like, I'm sorry, sir, I just can't let you up. I said, all right, you just do me a favor. I said, you go up there in your little waitress station where you guys have all the shit. You go get as many towels and rags and fucking Kleenexes.
Because I'm going to give
baby
you
wipes.
another fucking
By the time you get back here, me and you got some fucking business. And she looks at me and she goes, is it that bad? And I went, I'm about to shit your seat right now. Like, it's all right.
Oh,
And everybody here's going to watch it. The bathroom's right there. We're not going anywhere. Let me go.
Right?
She's like, okay, go. So I get up and I run down the fuck. I mean, I'm like, people hear me. They're like, go, bro, go. And they're clearing the aisle, right? So I get to the very fucking end because the shitter is at the end of it's in the back of the plane, right? And I get to the end and there's this whole family of Indians, the dot not feather Indians.
Yeah. Not the natives.
Not the natives, but the, you know,
Yes.
7-Elevens, however you want to call them. What? I have friends that are like,
Simpsons.
I heard dot not feather from an Indian guy. That's not racist, right?
No.
Nope. I didn't say anything.
So there's a whole family.
You're just
of-
white privileged.
It's my white
You're
privilege
just
again.
solidifying it. That's like,
I just keep digging it. No.
yeah.
I'm gonna have so many less followers.
Or more. You reached a new demographic.
Yeah. I can't wait for this shit to hit the look. This is live, right?
It is live.
Fucking
Yeah.
It's
smell the
recorded.
racism through your phones right now. Yeah. So there's a whole family down there, and I mean they're like 3 or 4 kids, and the wife, she's got the burqa on, and he's got the great big beard with the the turban, and they're sitting just opposite of where the door is. Like, here's the last of the seats, and then here's their seats, and here's the bathroom door. Like, it's happening. You know what I mean? If you guys didn't notice when I walked in the door, I'm 6'2". I'm not a small guy. I'm big, lanky. So I go there and I rip the door open and I go stuck inside, and like my head's all crooked, and I'm like, this is gonna happen. You know what I mean? So I drop trowel. I didn't even look at the seat because it was happening. I go to sit down. I sit down and I'm shooting it out of my ass as I'm sitting down. It's that bad. Just and I sit down and my knees go out and hit that door, and the door opens.
Oh! Now that is some fetish porn nobody wants to
And
see.
it's still like, oh, and I'm like, oh God, you know what I mean? I'm trying to shut the door and things are happening and they're, I don't know what they said, but it was not pleasant. And I'm in there like, I'm so sorry.
Probably it smells like curry.
Oh, I smell some white privilege right there.
Oh, shit, man.
Yeah, so I shit on an Indian family and
with
yeah, it was so close it could have held my hand.
yeah, helped you through it, talked you through the
Yeah, that's my worst
Well,
experience.
apparently you're a big hit in the hood.
Actually happened. There was a girl, she was smuggling drugs from Mexico, a bunch of cocaine. She had it in her, it was heroin maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
Heroin or coke.
Mule.
She's a mule.
Drug mule, and she ended up getting really bad food poisoning. So she was had diarrhea horribly, and the bitch, like an idiot, shoved all the drugs up her ass and then tried to get on the plane, made it through security, was at the gate, and I guess just shit it out everywhere.
Oh.
That's when you know.
Why wouldn't you put it in your pussy if you had diarrhea? Like, why are you people are so?
Well, yeah, you guys have another meat wallet. We know.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
They don't check the pussy at the gate.
Ideally, you should, but
I
Yeah,
thought
we're
they
totally
x-rayed
talking
it
about
out.
smuggling drugs, people.
no, you're not. You are actually.
Did you just catch up?
And the text bond, and it's not looking for coke.
No, that's why you go to the one that they spray you. Wait,
Spray you?
They spray you?
no, you know when they do the light air? That machine that
The
you stand
puppy
like
voice.
this.
Oh, I had that happen.
That's
Yeah.
a spray of air.
No,
Like I said,
that makes me feel dirty when you get stuck in that because
I just
that-
like freeze spray.
that's as close
Yeah.
to X-ray vision as you can get. I mean, those machines they make you stand and your whole hands up.
I've got drugs. I've brought Molly and weed back on planes, and I put it in my pussy. And I've gone through the puffer machine. I've gone through the X-ray. No,
That is so epic.
I think so. I leave shit in my carry-on bag, and they're just like, whatever, water. They just let me go. No one bothers me.
Yeah, a fucking whole pharmacy down there.
I brought an ice cream cone through one time. No one does shit.
I mean, I guess it was
Oh,
less than
fucking hell.
No one bothers me. They just, you can go, ma'am.
You're good. Thanks for coming.
Drug deals don't make enough. I don't know. Did you make a pretty good bank there?
What?
Did you make pretty good bank?
Oh,
Ice cream
not a mule.
Drug mules don't
Not
matter.
with the ice cream. Well, I'm not.
Oh, no. I
Wait a minute. Why would
do
you
it for
stick an
myself.
ice cream cone up your ass?
No, I was eating ice cream and they let me through.
Oh, well, I thought you like.
No, why would you?
To her sick box.
You would get that's how you get a yeast infection.
Yeah, we don't put dairy up there.
I was with you. That's what I thought.
No, I was with you. I was just like, oh, she's going through with like food.
No, you were like, I put collins up there, I put milk up there, and then I heard ice cream cone. I'm like, you're a bad motherfucker.
I was trying to figure out why.
It's because of the milk tariffs. I'm smuggling milk.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm with you because I was trying to figure out what the
I was
ice cream
like,
cone.
why would you? I think that you can pass that through, right? Why would you have to put that up there?
Oh, because you're not allowed to carry anything like.
Oh, it's carry on.
It's a liquid. Like they don't let you bring like.
It's carry
It's
on.
so
I'm
simple.
charging extra.
You're only allowed 2 carry on items. You're like, fuck it, for the team, we're doing it. I ain't paying $35 for another bag. Fuck that shit.
You're just fucking wrong right now.
Marvelous every angle.
I was flying back from LA. I was an American.
You're gonna be
And I
announcing
had my carry-on, and then I waited in line, and then this like bitchy air flight attendant is just like, we have to check all the bags. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, the plane's full. I'm like, there's no way.
No, you're like, I'm not letting go.
And
of
then
this
I'm
bitch.
like, well, I want to make sure that like my life is in here. Like this is this is the shit that I can't live without. And she's like, it's fine. And then so I get on the plane, all the bins are open. And I'm like, whoa, wait a second. You just took my bag from me. All these bins are open. What's going on? And she's like, well, the computer says. I'm like, what do you mean the computer says? Like, you have
just
eyes.
on the airplane you
want.
want.
Like, why are you listening to a goddamn? And I'm like, and if the computer said so, then why was I even able to bring it through security in the first place? Like, you guys need to get your shit together.
Yeah, you need to communicate.
And then the whole time I'm sitting,
What? No, I'm
and
just
then I
kidding.
have to sit there and like watch it on the side of the tarmac. I'm like, hello, does anyone want to get my bag? And like, then they get mad at me and they're like, man, we're gonna need you to calm down. I'm like, go get my shit.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry. I don't like flying.
You're always good for that.
So angry.
Yes, very passionate
No, why
about
are
it.
we relying on like the computer said so? Like you can see. Like why you're listening to the
You're
computer?
like, this is wrong. Yes.
I
Well,
was just like, I don't know what to do here.
it's like, they didn't teach me this. Error.
I
What?
watched the safety video that gave me this vest for fuck's
They
sake.
know how to not sexually harass you.
Yeah. Qualified for that. You know, no sexual.
Yeah, they know how to not sexually harass you.
Yeah, that's the only thing they can do properly.
They killed the puppy. That was crazy.
Killed the puppy. What?
Yeah,
What?
puppy suffocated.
That's so sad.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about that.
I don't puppy. Don't talk about puppy.
No, it's crazy.
Your
Like,
puppy is awesome.
what kind of person says, ma'am, we're going to take your dog that you paid to bring on and we're going to put it in the overhead bin and then it died? But, like, what kind of person doesn't say, fuck you, it's my dog, I paid to keep. There's a disconnect going on. Like,
Yeah.
they let some flight
Or they
attendant
couldn't
put their dog
threaten.
in overhead bin.
Yeah.
I mean, the minute that plane took off, my dog would be back under my seat. Like,
Yeah.
there needs to be more of that going on in this country.
I didn't even know you could put an animal on.
No, because it clearly states that when you pay for your pet, that they just have to be in a container that is small enough to go underneath your seat. And as long as it fits, then they cannot.
That's terrible.
Why you should put your dog up your
You should put all your
essentials.
so you don't have to have a carry.
Well,
That would make for a fuzzy
There's not
pussy.
enough room. There's not enough.
Why does it smell like Colgate?
It's minty fresh. That would be great. Oh,
Oh my god.
Are your pants too tight?
Yes, a little bit. Yeah, I keep fucking giggling with you guys.
What? How does that make your pants tighter?
I don't know. I just something made up.
is there like some kind of something going on?
There's-
It's been a dry streak, you guys. Don't even sneeze around me. Wait, you hear that? Fuck, I heard that.
No, we're back to
You're like, what? Was that an
again.
orgasm? What? Yeah. Let's do it again.
Oh my
I do like these No Booty Chronicles on Facebook,
Oh,
and
we'll have to look that
I
up.
do it on TikTok. Too. You guys are on TikTok. I did one the other day, and it said, I went shopping today at Kroger. Lady sneezed behind me in line. I had an erection for 4.5 hours.
I got a question. I don't do TikTok, but I just found out my daughter has a TikTok. I'm like cleaning and doing dishes, and I look over, and my kid has her stupid phone like up against something. She has like a shower rod, and she's like over here like singing. What the hell are you doing? And she's like, I'm making a video, and I'm posting it. I had my bong is like sitting on the table. She's like a direct line. I'm like, you can't do that. Like you, that it's just. She's like, I thought.
She's like, well, Mom.
Yeah,
I've got more Insta followers than you.
She's like, I thought you said weed's legal and it's okay. It's not a drug. I'm like, yeah, not in Indiana.
God, in this-
Like, they will take you away. But no, can people like? Is there like messaging?
Yeah.
So like somebody can message her and be like, hey, what's that cool
You need
video?
to monitor.
God damn it!
Oh, it's like,
Wait, how old is she?
9.
Yeah. You
Whoa.
Get her.
But all of her.
Get her off of it.
Yeah. It's horrible.
I looked at it. It's horrible.
I'm on it.
God
I
damn
got
it!
73,000
I don't have time for all
followers
this
on
shit.
Nice.
Yeah, I do dumb video. Trust me. There's a lot of things that, like, if she's on TikTok, there's 3 things that'll happen.
Great, so I gotta take TikTok. And now she has
You
friends
never
on
have
there.
to have
They're
sex
gonna
talk. She's got a TikTok.
track.
I don't. No.
No, did you
Alright.
just say she doesn't need to have the sex talk if
Nope.
she's on TikTok?
What are they?
Go through 5 videos.
Oh, my
It's like
God.
Reddit, right?
So are we like
It's
mobile
like
porn?
it's like musically. It's like you can lip sync and you can
Yeah,
make
yeah.
videos. You can make your own.
Very
version of it.
artistic,
And you
yeah.
can edit
Well,
them
that
and-
doesn't sound scary though.
No, but the
No, but you
Videos.
understand that anybody out there has a TikTok right now. There's a guy that's following me, and his name is Clowns and Blood. I'm not even kidding you.
Okay.
Does duets with me all the time with Clown and Blood and yeah.
No, that won't be
And then
freaky to
girls
a
on there.
9-year-old.
There's a lot of girls on there wearing not so revealing stuff, and TikTok takes those videos down, but they'll hit the page and you'll see them before they get taken down. I've seen every part of everybody.
if you think it's vulgar, that's
That's
concerning.
it.
Look at me. Yeah,
I
like,
know.
I wouldn't let if my kids were that age, I wouldn't let them.
But there's no way for you to know. It's
I'll have
so,
to
like-
take it off. I mean,
Yeah.
I monitor what she does, but I didn't know she had a TikTok. I mean,
Yeah, no,
she's-
it's really, I don't know. It's really easy to download and it's not.
Okay, you can just download. I used to have it set up to like anything that she
would
would
alert
do.
you?
I would get an alert and I could say no. But yeah, so I need to get that back.
Okay.
on.
It's technology is
like-
advancing too quickly for parents to keep up.
Yeah,
That's
and there's
the
no
problem.
there's no parental mode or anything.
That's
You can
yeah.
link your phone. It used to be linked to like an iPad. I just haven't been able to like get it. So yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but anybody can send you a message and anybody can comment on it. You can make it all private, but
I was trying. That's
people
what
can
I.
still find you. You know what I mean? And there's a whole big thing online where they're finding all these pedophiles on TikTok.
That's what I told her. I'm like, you know what's
Yeah.
gonna happen? Some dirty old man's gonna. I just flat out saying like he's gonna rape you and kill you. You're done. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, see that creep? You don't. I mean, like they're going to rape you. That's just, yeah.
No, I mean, that's
Well, I
exactly
put the
about
fear,
like-
like,
that is
yeah.
absolutely what you say. I'd imagine as a
Like I don't
parent.
sugarcoat that.
I'm not surprised. I respect that a lot because that's
Why
frightening.
can't people
I
just be
don't
happy with
sugarcoat that.
porn?
I know, but we get
Oh.
so sick.
Oh, because they're mentally, that's how they're born that way. It's their dysfunction. They're
Yeah.
fixing them.
No, there is. You put a bullet in their head.
I mean,
Well, yeah,
bet you can't.
but unfortunately, we don't
Cheers.
believe in capital punishment.
Cheers.
Who
No,
doesn't
but honestly-
want
I mean,
capital
I mean-
punishment?
What we need is.
What do you mean? Indiana's a death penalty
Public
state.
executions.
Most states are public, or most. Ryan's like,
You're like, yes,
I'm
bring it
like,
back.
bring it back, bring it back. No,
Something's melting down there in that pussy. You're getting.
most states have death penalty. I think
Yeah.
there's some that are.
Well,
yeah, I speak
No, I mean
definitely.
like public executions. Like,
I'm down.
like hangings, like pedophiles. Look, we take pedophiles, you put it on late night, 11 o'clock. Let motherfuckers pay like $250 like a UFC fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bullseye up there with numbers on it, 50, 100, 150, 75, all the way out, right? Gamble on which one he's going to hit. Strap him back in a catapult, brick wall, fling. 2 birds, 1 stone. Look, the odds in Vegas, we can fucking fix everything. You know what I mean?
It would be
I'm
a
just saying.
disincentive
I'm
that
just
would
saying, public
commit
execution,
crimes.
Look, you start hanging people and doing that shit, people act right. People will act fucking right.
They want to know what we're
Nobody
drinking.
needs to be drinking anything there, buddy.
Oh no, we are
It's called common
Water.
sense and
water.
water.
Lots of water.
You
Well,
gotta stay hydrated
I
when
put
you're
it.
drug mules.
I put a little ruby in it, so that's why we're gonna get. I doubled it because you.
I like to joke with people like that. I'll sit by a couple at a bar, and then I would like get up and like to go to the bathroom, and I'd turn to them both, and I'd be like, "Can you guys watch my drink?" Like after we've already established conversation, and I let the bartender, well, whatever. But I'm like, and then the guy, of course, the first one to be like, "Oh no, of course, I'm not." And I was like, "Don't roofie it," and he was like, "No," and I'm like, "No, I'm talking about her." Make him feel so uncomfortable. No, they laugh. It's good sports. I'm like, great.
I'll do a little bit of roofie. Just go get a little sleep.
I was like, do you have any?
Can I get a double dose?
Yeah.
So how'd you guys fare the weather down here yesterday?
You mean on Saturday?
You mean
On
the
Saturday,
tornado
yeah.
warning?
Yeah,
I was driving
It missed.
we
went to Jokers.
into Jokers.
Yeah, and I was driving from
it was all
Fisher's
coming
south.
down. And like by the time I walked, this was fucking sucked. I'm sorry. I parked in the garage next to Jokers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had to walk the half a block. Pouring rain. By the time I made it into the building, I was wearing a white tank top with a black bra, but I was drenched. I mean, I literally was dripping.
She was a bad kind of wet.
Yeah, and I mean, it was from head to toe, and I'm like trying to get this guy to give me a towel because we're like 20 minutes or something before trying to go on. And I'm like, oh my God, is my makeup melting off my face? It was terrible.
You killed it though.
Thank you.
But you didn't dry off quick enough.
I did not dry out quick enough.
At least they gave you a t-shirt.
Yeah, I had to cover up, or I was like fucking white. I knew it was raining.
That's the best. That's just everybody's luck when that happens.
But you got nailed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scary.
How hard?
From
Which time?
which door?
Because they did it while I was driving it. Beach Grove was
Beach
getting
Grove.
nailed.
My dad's house got hit really bad.
Really?
Oh,
I'm
so
sorry.
sorry.
We were out there. There was me and 12 of my cousins. We have a huge family.
Congratulations.
Not really. Big families suck. Every time I go to Christmas, I'm like, who the fuck are all you? Because they go make more people during the year. And they come back and I've divorced her and married her, and now we got 6 other kids. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. I don't even buy shit for people anymore. I just throw candy at them. Fuck them all. I love you guys. So my house took a little bit of damage, but it was from the Alro building over in just like a couple miles away. It ripped the roof off of a great big manufacturing building and flung it 2 miles, and we had debris and insulation and sheet metal and shit. My dad's house, the only thing that really got hit was the front left corner of the house. A tree came down and hit the deck, but it sheared off the power and all the lines come in one side.
Oh,
So they restored power, but he's still without power until they said it'd be Wednesday till they could redo it.
Oh, that sucks.
But then he's got 2.25 acres behind him, and we got trails cut through there. We do haunted stuff for the kids in Halloween. It's super cool. So like we attached it to the 4th Street trails, and it took us like a whole summer to build it. But the tornado came right through there and hit Regent's Bank and through the bank into my dad's yard.
Oh,
and then
Where's the money?
Yeah, it was just a roof. We were all looking for fucking money.
No, really? No money?
Not a damn thing.
Gosh, that's
a secure bank.
That is a very that's a tease.
No bank with Regions, you know what I mean? But it
I've got it in for them.
hit the Taco Bell next door too. The Taco Bell got tore up. But
Did you get a taco?
No, the Red Cross
They
came
were
out.
flinging tacos. Where were? I'm sorry.
I didn't even know there was a tornado.
So I go to IUPUI, so I get alerts from IU.
You posted. I had no idea.
They didn't do this.
No, I just
we just sit
they
there.
do
and our
alerts.
phones went, that emergency alert, shit system. And it goes off, and I'm looking at the TV, and my dog starts running around the house.
They're like, oh, now it's gonna
And I'm
hit.
like, what the hell's going on? And I'm like, oh, it's a storm. And then like Apollo, my dog, he's an American bully. He stops and looks at me like dead in the face,
And he's like, dude.
and just pees right there on the floor. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, you're so housebroken. What is this? And here it comes. I'm
So
like,
scary.
dude, he knew it was coming.
No, yeah, animals hear that.
They get the pressure and all that stuff.
Yeah, they are very sensitive to it.
Freaking out about it.
Yeah.
My dad's fine. My little brother's fine.
That's good.
They took a little bit of damage to the house, and then like he's got all those woods out there. So there was like 17 huge ass trees down. So there's like 11 of us out there with chainsaws hacking shit up yesterday for hours. The American Red Cross came by twice and fed us, And then the firefighters, kept giving them water, and then they came back by and brought us a case of beer.
Nice.
It's like we had this
Thumbs up.
great big fire.
Yes, thank you for
They were
support
cool.
of our-
So it sounds like you need to have a huge bonfire.
Oh, we already did. We burned a lot of it, but if y'all need some fucking wood, we got it stacked in my dad's
Well,
backyard.
that's not necessarily the kind of wood.
Yes. What? Speak for yourself. I want to burn one down. My neighbors in the house we
You
grew
want to
up
burn
in.
one? Okay.
Oh, I love, no, they have there's woods, it's up in Guys, and there's a cemented pit. Like a
That's
cemented
okay.
pit
Yeah,
that you throw a picnic table hole in,
Yeah,
and you just burn it.
She'll get it next
Oh,
we got a great big pit too.
week. You'll get it next week. It takes you about a week to catch up.
sometimes actually there's a delay. You know about like the 45-second delay. Mine's like 7 days.
It took her a whole week.
Yeah,
Excuse me,
The
a whole
soup.
week for the soup. A whole week.
I know.
For the soup.
Yeah, we had it was an
I'll
inside
tell you.
joke.
Yeah.
It was funny.
So
though.
tell us about Netflix.
Yeah.
We've heard about Netflix. I've
So
heard
what
about
do you-
Netflix,
yeah,
but
There's 3 things going on Netflix in 2020.
are you allowed to disclose yet, or
Or
what
I can
is-
talk about-
I can the
Okay,
movie
sure.
I can kind of give you a little bit about. The
Okay.
off-the-wall comedy I can, and then the Wicked Circus stuff I can say it's everything but tour dates right now.
Okay.
exciting?
Yeah,
Very
super fun.
exciting.
And then we're also working on one where I'm getting my own stand-up special alone, which they're working on. So that'd be 4 things that'll pop up next year, which is going to be really cool. The movie, I can't disclose the name. I can't disclose the name of it here.
Right.
No,
Will it be available on?
it's going straight to Netflix.
Okay.
It's made by Netflix.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Love all the Netflix movies. Anybody else? Netflix movies?
yeah,
and
yeah.
Hulu? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm hooked on it. I watch it all. I don't even really watch TV.
No, yeah, I
You know,
don't either.
I have one of those little vape pens, and I lay in bed, and I'll be like, "Oh, this is fucking Super Glue 420. Let's check this stupid shit, whatever the fuck it's called." They give them like Bananarama, Full Fan, whatever names they are.
Okay.
So I'll turn on like episode 1, season 1, like this looks like a good series. And he'll like bam, wake up and it's like, "Are you still watching Netflix?"
Oh,
That's
Ooh.
I think the lightning is
Yeah.
speaking
That's
to
okay.
us.
We should be fine on battery backup, so we're good.
We got a generator.
Got this place on lockdown. You don't
Like,
mess
we got
around.
freeze.
So a whole
Good.
Netflix movie.
Yeah. I can't disclose the name of it. No, I can't. All right, so it's called Last Chance. I can say that much. I can't say who else is in it besides me. But I
Okay.
can give the premise of the movie because the trailer is going to come out here in like a week.
We're
Okay.
excited. Yes, this is perfect timing. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit at home and jerk off. This is way better.
Oh, I mean,
It's just like,
glad you could take time
Well, we've
out of your
already
valuable
covered
day.
Yeah, it's
Busy
so hard.
schedule.
You know, that's how I was joking about it. I'm like, you know, if they
Aliens.
these phones.
Speaking of whacking off, yeah. I didn't
Oh my
say
God.
anything. I just
Okay, so the movie.
Yeah.
The premise of the movie.
so premise.
All right, so it's called Just Cause, and the premise of the movies, there's a boy band back in the early 90s, and I'm one of the members, and all the other
Oh, a
members
boy band.
of a boy band. But they have a guy playing me as a very younger version of me, which is fucking insane how close these little doppelgangers look in the alleyway. Like, I was like, why are you child support? Jesus. You know? And it was insane.
Mindfuck.
It was crazy how they found these people. And they did it for all of us, all 6 of us. There's 6 of us in the group. And we had like a one-hit wonder back in the early 90s, 91, 92. We had a flash in the pan, like New Kids on the Block type shit. And everything
I
else.
just can't
after that-
picture you as in a boy band, as
Are you
being a
kidding
member.
Oh, we
Oh, I
can
get-
still.
Totally.
You're so cute. You really are. I mean, the tongue ring throws me off, but it was the 90s. It was the 90s.
You're the only girl I've ever met. This is like, your tongue ring's weird. Usually they're like,
No, I love tongue rings, but I'm saying to be a boy in a boy band in the 90s, but then you'd be like,
Well, you've got
Yeah.
the tats and the gauges.
well,
I
that
was
didn't come
thinking,
till later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The kid is,
Okay,
he doesn't have any
okay.
of that. He's not like with a chain and a, he's not doing that.
that's great.
So we had their little one-hit wonder, and then like we put out 3 more albums, and they all just bombed, right? So the band broke up, and here it is 20 years later, and then like Instagram and Snapchat and like now TikTok, where you can still sound videos, is where they got the premise of it. So like this generation found our old music.
Mhm.
And they were like, "This is great," and they start playing it. Well, they say, "Hey, let's get together a reunion tour So they go around and they start tracking down. One guy's a doctor, one guy's a lawyer. Can't tell you what he does. Another guy's like a fisherman. I went on to become like a B-style rock star, like a kind of Vanilla Ice type thing.
That is excellent.
It kind of fits.
So
Right?
yeah,
It kind of fits. And my bands doesn't do really well. We're in and out of bars. And when they find me, I'm actually in rehab. And they have to, talk all of us into getting back together to go and do this show and the journey that we take along the way. And I had to shoot, it was like 3 months of me just in the rehab part, which so sucked because they wanted you to look haggard every day. So like I didn't shave for 4 or 5 days. My facial hair grows like Joe Dirt. There's no beard coming out of it.
There's no connection.
I look like a fucking old catfish when I go there, grow. That's bad. Right, so they're like, let your nose hairs grow, let your face grow. And like before I had to shoot, I would stay up for like a day and a half, 2 days, and I would drink a fuck ton of coffee. So I had like those bags under my eyes, and then they would put makeup and shit all over me, and I had to play it. And man, we shot it in an old hospital where I was at, and I had to like throw myself around and had to act like I had DTs, and I could discuss that part. I can't discuss the end of it, but
Okay, well,
yeah.
that would be
I got hurt in
terrible.
one of those padded rooms because
You got hurt in a
I
padded
hurt
room?
myself. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not surprised.
I was like, I'm
That takes epic skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. They're like, throw yourself around and kick, because they come and they talk to me, and I'm
They're like,
screaming.
this is a great idea. I'll take full
Who's the
advantage
murderer
of it.
of the boy band group? Who's the murderer of it?
Who's the murderer?
Well, I don't think
I'm not
it's
really
that
sure.
kind of movie, but
I
Trying
don't know
to
who
do
the
it
murderer is.
flash.
Nobody dies. Nobody gets killed.
lame. Okay.
It's kind of a happy. It's a happy story.
Oh, one of those
Okay.
happy,
Give
happy
us
joy,
hope
joy.
for
Yeah, it's hope for the future.
old people.
It's nobody.
Did you say
nobody
bald people or old people?
murdered.
What is old people?
It's hope for us old people.
What are you looking at me like that for?
I don't know
Oh, you're an old person
I'm
too. No, I'm not. I'm 29 motherfuckers. Dare you to prove me wrong? No, I
2
don't.
months of that just rehab.
Was it just rehab?
Oh yeah, that's right. It took us 2 months to shoot because there's different scenes for the rehab because they had to come back time and time and then try to,
Did you ever end up in rehab after that experience? You're like, nope, good. Follow
No,
me. Great.
I'm real. So I stick to whiskey and weed. And that's, if you stay with the W's, you're good. And I figured that out. I smoke a lot of pot. I do drink Jameson a couple times a week, but other than that, outside the box,
You're like, nope,
I'm not
thank you.
a drug mule. You know what I mean? I can't sneeze out some bike lanes. You got going
I
on.
think that's just a Pez dispenser.
Right.
Like, if you have sex with somebody afterwards, it's like that CVS receipt just. Like, you saved so much on aloe. Goddamn, come back and see me. Every time you walk into CVS, be like, fuck you, Jacoby.
Love it. Loves it. Oh, well, that's really super exciting. Like the premise, like everything.
Mm-hmm. Sounds cool.
It was fun.
Sounds funny.
We have a lot of stuff to tie up.
Sounds funny.
It is. It's a comedy.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
that's
why
good
it's right up. Yeah, that's perfect.
It's a comedy. It's pretty. There's some times where we had to reshoot shit because we just start fucking laughing. And the guys that I'm with, the chemistry between us is really good. So, and we hang out outside of all this. So sometimes we would get in a scene and we'd do a scene for the fucking 30th time, and we'd just start going off the kilt and saying whatever we wanted to say. And then actually, some of it actually ends up. They're like, "Oh, we like that." We're like, "Hey, you're so false," No, you guys don't. They don't.
The writers are great.
They're great. We love them. Yeah.
I'm not a stewardess, but okay. Wait, all right.
Are we that far delayed?
I guess we are. I don't know, but he is in Salt Lake City, so
Oh,
it
okay.
might be another delay added to delay. So,
Need to put minutes on the Wi-Fi.
We're like, mm-mm. That's too easy. Anyway, so what's the best stage you ever been on?
What's the what?
Best stage you have ever been on? Do you have one that when you hit it, you were like, hell yeah?
Yeah, there's a few of them. The Laugh Factory, that was one of the ones I wanted to hit. Being on stage at Zany's, being on stage at Second City was a lot. It was cool. Go Bananas down in Florida, that was one of the ones I wanted to hit there. But the coolest one was 2007. Yeah, because Mom passed in 8. So it's 2007. I booked on the Circle City Classic down at the, not the Egyptian Room, the big main theater down there.
The Old National.
The Old National, yeah. And
It's all the same to me.
Bruce was the headliner. Earthquake was the MC.
Wow.
And can't think of his fucking name right now because I'm high. I'll get back to it in a
Why
minute.
does it do that? Why? Because I smoke pot all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And like I was.
You'd be in the middle of a story and somebody's like, erase.
Yeah. No,
They're sitting in the control
last
room in
thing-
your brain, being like, yeah.
Some things up there like,
How does that work with comedy, though? I mean,
well, I don't get high for it on stage, but I mean,
for you.
You're like, when am I not?
I was high driving here.
I was high.
We couldn't tell.
Yeah.
I got my parking check.
I got
Hey,
lost
Racist,
on
I'm
that
here.
weekend,
I should have pulled up and be like, it's Brittany, bitch. Yeah, so anyway, I was on that stage and it was doing 2 shows that night and it was during the Circle City Classic, right? Once again, only white boy in the whole room. So we do the first show and I'm like hanging out backstage and the first show comes up and it's packed out, 2,500 people, packed.
Wow.
They're like, you know, blah, blah, you seen him on BET, Jeff Jams, I've been on there, give it up for Jacoby Ray. And my White House walks out and everybody's like, yeah! You can hear it,
If I use the name, could
you hear it like a
go either
couple,
way.
what the fuck? What the fuck? You know,
Right.
You hear it echo through there. Then I get out there and I do my set, and it was my old set, and it fucking killed, and I did great.
Oh,
And I come off stage and I'm buzzing because it's like, you know, one of those shows you're just buzzing on. And I'm like, man, that was fucking cool, blah, blah, blah. And Earthquake comes, he does his thing, introduces the next guy, comes over, he goes, what the fuck are you doing hanging out back here? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong spot. And he goes, your fucking green room's down there.
No.
Right.
Right.
Okay, right. So we walk
Oh,
down there, there's a little star on it and my name, and I'm like, check this the fuck out,
Right.
So we go walking in, and they got a little meat tray and water. My mom's with me, my buddy Timmy's with me, and we're all like, check it, you know, this is, we made it, you know what I mean? We arrived.
You're living
one of those
life.
moments you think you have.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they're like, hey, Bruce heard you. He wants to talk to you before he goes on. You know, go down there and talk to him. So I'm like, I walk down this long ass hallway, and I know he's on the other side of the door. And this dude's like an idol to me. So I open the door like, you're like, ask your mom for water. You're like, hi. You know, like, how do you walk into that? He's like, hey, man, come here. I heard your set. Sits down. He's sitting there smoking a blunt. He's like, you want some? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Why not? You know, I'll smoke with you. So we're sitting there smoking, and they're like, all right, you got to go. And I'm like, he goes, here, take this. And I'm like, okay, right on. So like, I got it, right? I'm sitting there for a minute, and I'm like, well, I guess I should go find my people. You know, like, sitting there, so I'm like, oh, do I take this out? Do I walk down the hall with it? I don't know.
Right.
Right? So I just did the only thing I could do is I put it out the best I could. You know what I mean? I stuck it in this little ashtray. I'm like, trying to steal his weed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotta
Who's
steal
that
his
one
weed.
going, one show, he stole my weed. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. So I go back down the hallway, and I'm sitting there talking with my mom and Timmy, and they're like, are you high? I'm like, yeah, I just smoked, but you know, it's good. So like I get back out on stage, and they go to call me, and the weed hits. It's really, like, he's a star. He gets that good shit. You know what I mean? So like they call my name, and I'm like
another planet.
walking out on stage. And they're like, he's like, he killed it the first show, give it up, blah, blah, blah. I'm walking out there, and I'm like, holy fuck. I got on stage, I had no water, and my fucking mouth was dry. And like, everything was sticky, right? And I'm like, I need some fucking water. You know? So I just played off of it, and I was like, I was back here smoking roof. I got fucking eating sand. This is bullshit. Anybody got any water? Somebody throws a water on stage. I'm like, right the fuck on. And I drink it, and
That works.
Hey.
But
Water on the fly.
I did my closing joke, right? And then you know how they have the little like bar stools, little wooden bar stools. That's what they use up there on stage to like, hold your drink or whatever. And I had like a glass of water up there. And when I did it, I did my closing joke. It was like an action that I did. And I turned around and I looked at the water. And you guys remember the Jurassic Park where they had the ripples in the water and whatnot? They were laughing so hard the water was doing it.
That's badass.
Insane.
And they're doing that, and I'm high, and I'm like, whoa.
You're like,
Not realizing that 2,500 people
in the middle of the show.
they're laughing at my jokes. I'm like, what is that for? And I get done, I'm like, did you guys see the water? You guys laughing, so I start talking about it. And they're like, get your high ass off. I'm like, thank you, good night. That was one of the coolest ones ever.
Aw,
I was buzzing about that for fucking weeks.
As you should have been.
I'm going to interject. Our time is coming to a close.
Oh shit! I
I
talked all the
know.
way through it. My
No,
bad.
that's okay.
That's exactly what you're supposed to
That's what an
do.
interview is.
We keep having shows where it's just really it's natural, and then by the time we look, it's 50 minutes has passed, and we're like, she had another 50 minutes.
Take my pants off now.
I mean,
That would be the sequel.
Coming to Netflix in 2021.
yes, after all the fame.
So, do you have any places that you are going to be performing at? Anything up and coming that you can talk about that
Yeah.
you would like to put out there?
Please.
There's a lot of people around here from Indianapolis and whatnot. We are headlining at Joker's Comedy Club June 28th and 29th.
Okay.
The Wicked Circus has got 2 nights, and it's going to be one night is going to be an hour set, and the next night's going to be an hour set, and both nights are going to get completely different sets. I've spent a lot.
Cool.
Okay.
Every Wicked Circus show that I do, I write a brand new hour, and I do one once a month. And we're in almost the 7th month.
And we'll plug
And
a
we
link
skipped,
to
we
that.
skipped one
Yeah.
month because we had the World Series of Comedy going on. So I still have that one, and now we just said fuck it, we'll do back to back.
Nice.
So I've been working on those 2 sets because I got like shit ton of material. But yes, June 28th, 29th, Joker's Comedy Club downtown. Tickets are on Groupon. They're on the Wicked Circus site on Facebook. They're also on Joker's Comedy Club. They're also some in my pocket. Some of them are on crack. You can find them fucking anywhere.
Right.
Just look out for those. That's the next big show that we're working on.
Exciting.
And then two more coming after that. So
Awesome.
yeah, come to Joker's
Awesome.
to hang out. It's also a TikTok meetup. There's a 72,000.
Will that be safe?
Yes.
Are you providing security?
Yeah, there's security there.
No, I'm saying you personally.
Am I providing
Well, a
security?
TikTok meetup.
It's a meetup, like where
No.
other creators get together and they come up. My dog Apollo is going to be there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, if you haven't, she's met him.
Do you have a TikTok page?
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course.
It's
The
really
pet
easy.
always has it.
I'll have my daughter following.
Oh,
That's healthy.
Yeah, that
we
was
love puppies, but not the clown. Hashtag drug dealer.
That's what you least expect, huh?
So Saundra's got something coming up
yes.
tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, tomorrow. The Helium's funniest person thing. You were in that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I go tomorrow. I need people because I don't have anyone coming. So if you
We're
guys,
coming.
Yeah, we're coming.
Oh
We're
yeah,
gonna support you.
These bitches are coming. But other than that, like I really need
These bitches. We are amazing
These
bitches.
We
bitches.
count as
Bitches.
multiple people. No, we don't.
Yeah, but I don't know if I trust them to vote on me. Vote for me.
I am the loudest, so I will definitely bring the decibel.
But yeah, so come out. Why am I looking at the fucking mic?
I don't
Come
know.
out.
I was worried.
Yeah.
She likes to talk to the microphone.
You guys can't see
I'm high right now.
Talking to the light.
Hey, cross-eyed.
I kept looking up like, what the fuck is
No. I'm high as fuck right now.
Can't tell.
Can't?
Yes,
Oh, you can't tell?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, anyway, so tomorrow, 8 p.m., I'll be at Helium's Funniest Person. Hopefully,
Come out.
if I make it there. No, I'll be there. Come out, support. There's going to be a lot of great comics, too, so.
And as far as is that
Yeah, where are you gonna be, Jacklyn? Open mics.
yeah, I don't actually have. I know Vern's. I'm hosting Friday.
That's exciting. How
Yep.
was hosting?
Good.
You
It was really
hosted?
good.
You had fun?
Mm-hmm. It's fun.
Awesome. Fantastic.
And yep, I got my first guest appearance.
Yes.
That was really
On
freaking-
Saturday.
Yes, on Saturday at Joker's.
Oh, yeah, you're doing a guest spot. Yeah.
I did, and I got to hang out with the comedians. Met some really great comedians. They were fun. We're gonna get
Nice
one
guy.
of them on the show.
And nice young lady.
Yes. So, but Friday, and as far as open mics, I don't know where I'm going. I might go to Joker's, might go to Bears. I don't know.
There's no open mic Friday on Joker's.
No,
No, tonight.
because we usually hit someplace after the show.
Oh.
There's
Yeah.
2 on Monday. There's Bears, and then there's
Yeah, Bears.
Yeah, we go to Bears.
Fly.
And
usually.
shoot fly.
I was at
As
Bears
Monday.
4 months ago.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should
Before
come.
we hit
Yeah,
that
you're
up.
welcome to join us because
I'm
we
going
usually
to
go.
Bears
I got
tonight.
homework.
We usually go and have a drink or two and hit the open mic, or you can just.
Or just admire the curtain that has the beautiful bird pattern on it. And you're like, ooh, I can't wait till it starts melting.
So, well, how about
Yeah, so I am going to be hosting, I get to host the open mic at 1949 Tavern on Wednesday in
Wednesday.
West Grove.
That's one of my
That's going to
favorite
be,
spots.
thank you. That's an excellent crowd of not just comics, but the locals are like, it's regular locals every single week. And then, so it will be a lot of fun because I haven't hosted before, but
Oh, we got to give a shout out to Tolly's open mic on
And
Friday.
Tolly's
Their
is
mic
our
is
favorite in Terre, not just in Terre
in
Haute, but it's
Terre Haute.
Friday night.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
Terre
it's
Haute,
freaking
but the
awesome.
karaoke afterwards is epic. Everybody sings in tune except for me. I don't know about her,
I don't
but
sing. I sing like a bag of cats.
no, but maybe
Horrible. I can't do
how many? Just like,
that.
how many bags of cats does it take? We'll,
I beat them.
Oh,
and yes,
Go
we
ahead.
have another. Oh, I do have a special announcement.
Oh.
Yep, you're right.
I apparently, yeah. So I'm going to use this platform right now to go ahead and announce my. I'm running for U.S. Congress in the 5th District of Hamilton County. For U.S. Congress in 2020.
He's like, I didn't see that coming.
Congratulations! Yeah,
Congratulations.
So just look out for me. I think I might be the first person to declare, because
You got my vote. I'm in.
Thanks. Well, you're not in Hamilton County, are you?
No, but I'll
No.
fucking move for you.
Ah, yes, thank you. Well, yeah, so it'll be fun.
Okay, so next week, I want to give our announcement on our guest for.
Yes, and we are working on making sure, because this is our 8th episode, so we're 2 months in. Thank you.
Yes.
Special number 8.
Yes, and it's been
I have
going
to be
really
honest.
well.
I'm going to repost this to my.
Jason Ritchie is our guest.
Yes, so
for next
Jason
week.
Ritchie is from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm sorry. Chicago.
Other way.
Yeah.
Way other way.
Okay, Midwest. Sorry.
Yeah, so we're really excited that he's going to come and join us.
Speaking stuff.
Right?
No, geography. Just say work on geography.
Yeah.
Vote for me in Taiwan. I got a special announcement. I'm running for mayor of fucking Australia's outback. Never.
But we are going to go ahead and bid everybody a good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Oh, and one last quick thing. You can find us on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. We are now 100% official.
Official.
Official. So you can get.
Thank you
can watch
for
us.
Jacklyn's technologically savvy. Yes.
Yeah. Get off the damn internet.
That's the way we're going to end it. Goodbye, everybody.